Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to Dragon Warrior 1 Part 2. No Weapon Playthrough. Anyway, just still training here. I really meant to do this. I'm going to end every episode from here on at the status screen. Just so people don't think I'm training off screen, because, well, I'm not. Anyway, just go around and remember to use Fireball and heal with herbs. Hopefully I'll get to go down further south today. I mean this episode. I really don't think it should take too long to get to the next level up. Again, it usually takes about 2 fireballs to kill things here. That being said, make sure you have at least 4 MP before actually walking around too much. And full health is preferable. Skeletons, you should probably just be able to pound them by now. I mean, they aren't really too bad. Okay, level 9. Well, that's about 7 more MP, so that's good. As I said, don't go too far south for training purposes, unless you want to run into things like wolf lords, wraiths, and goldmen, and possibly the odd wyvern if you do go too far south, but those things are very dangerous. I mean, I'd still prefer them over goldmen because they have less HP, but they're still pretty dangerous. And I'm hoping to get enough to buy the magic armor and possibly get the bear shield. Or I should say a bear shield. There's actually 3 shields in this game. The leather shield, the iron shield, and finally the silver shield, which costs something like 14,000. Yeah, that's probably going to take quite a while to buy. Anyway, remember to refill on herbs if you're low. And if you are doing a general run through, I would highly suggest getting the steel sword as soon as you can, because that's going to really help conserve MP. Because that's pretty much going to be your main weapon throughout most of this game. Unless by the time you get to that place in the west area, well, I should say southwest area, you can actually get 9800 and buy the fire sword, which is a very useful piece of equipment as it casts fireball if you use the item, but well, by that time you really should just be using your physical attack. Wrong way. Anyway, I think it's just past this. Yeah, you may also run into mouse scorpions down south. I mean, if you're low on HP, hopefully that's all you're gonna run into, but I think it's the instant you reach the hills that the more powerful enemies come here. That is, of course, straight south, not to the east. Because I'm pretty sure to the southeast of this place there isn't really high level stuff. It's just the hills and then the southwest area. That being said, I would highly suggest just sticking around this town, which I think is called Remdor, I think. Anyway, stick around this town and just sort of train here. And don't go too far south or too far to the west. Because as I said in the last video, I'm pretty sure if you go too far to the west, you're going to be running into some pretty high level things which you probably aren't ready for. As I said, you're probably strong enough to just physically kill skeletons by now, so they're probably not going to be much of a problem. Yeah, as I said, watch your MP. I probably could have done one more battle at least, but ah well. Anyway, I think the magic armor is 7,700. You can also buy the steel armor for 3,000, but if you're doing a no-weapon playthrough, I would highly suggest getting the magic armor to help the grinding. Because it has two passive effects. I think it has two anyway. The first one is a spell damage reduction, which, well, if an enemy casts a spell on you, does less damage if you're wearing magic armor or Waddle's armor, which is pretty useful. And the second one is, I think on this version, it's every 2 steps actually heals your 1 hit point. And probably good for the things down south. As I said, don't go too far south. Anyway, Wolf Lords will actually cast stop spells. Some of the time. Of course, they give better experience and gold than the normal wolves, but yeah, these things are the most dangerous. Seriously, make sure you have at the very least 5 fireball spells when dealing with these things, and make sure you heal once you get down to 20, because these things can do quite a bit of damage. Yeah, as I said, these things can do quite a bit of damage. $650 gold. Yeah. Again, drones aren't really much of a problem as long as they don't put you to sleep. Anyway, head back to town and go to the end. After you, of course, you buy all the herbs you can. It'd probably be a good idea to buy at least 1 or 2 warplings. Then, of course, go to the end. Because seriously, those Goldmen really do take a lot out of you. Seriously, be very prepared before you try taking them down. Make sure you have at the very least for, well, 15 MP, or well, 16. I mean, preferably more than that, of course, but because those things have a lot of health, taking them down is pretty difficult. I should also mention the fact that Goldmen will actually defend themselves from time to time, which may or may not be a bad thing depending on when it's used. As I said, if an enemy defends against something, it reduces all their damage, including the spell damage. If you can have full HP when dealing with them, I would highly recommend it. I mean, seriously, they take a lot out of you. As I said, they really don't give too much experience, but they're good for gold. On the NES version, you'll actually get more or less gold depending on how much HP the thing has, I think. As I said, it's anywhere from the maximum to 75% of the maximum. That being said, it's kind of random. Okay, level 10. Pretty much all 4s with an 8. Well, that's a plus. Yeah, by level 10 you should probably get the first strike here now. For the most part. Yeah, make sure you refill on herbs. I thought I did, but apparently I didn't. Wait, was I really dealing with these things at level? Yeah, I guess I was. Alright, well, I guess head south for more training. Okay, apparently I can do about 10 damage a hit. As I said, don't go too much further than these hills. Yeah, you'll run into a wraith. These things can actually heal themselves. Of course, they're about as weak as the things up north. So, 2 fireball spells, as long as they don't heal themselves, should about deal with them. Again, if you can't cast more than 5 fireball spells, make sure you go back to town. Yeah, apparently it's a bit north of this area. Yeah, if you couldn't already tell, the wolves have approximately 30 HP. Okay, free fountain. Now then, I should bring up the fact that magic armor and steel armor actually have the exact same defense. But the passive abilities make the magic armor useful up to a point. As I said, if you can afford it, buy the steel sword. I mean, it's gonna be your main weapon throughout the vast majority of this game, if you're doing the general playthrough. I'm probably gonna stop training once I get 8,500 gold, then get better equipment, and then deal with some of the story. But just to tell you, yes, you do need to go to this town to get the keys, because that's going to be very important for this game. Okay, I think that, well, a higher level thing should come up soon. Yeah, as you can see, you run into male scorpions pretty often here. But remember that 5 fireball limit. Seriously, make sure you have at least 10 MP before you keep training down here. Because Goldmen, they take you out fast. Now then, if you got the steel sword, you should probably be fine using your physical attack, but until you do, I'd highly suggest sticking to your fireball spell. Probably shouldn't be too far off from the next level up. By now, all you really need to use your fireball spell for is probably just gonna be wolves up in this area. Yeah, this key is kind of shaped like a. This town's kind of shaped like a key, isn't it? Okay, well. I'd say 6 or 7 more Goldmen ought to do it. Of course, I hope I'm not gonna run into Goldmen and so I can sort of get more experience, but it'll certainly help for the long run. In the long run. Now then, just to tell you, Waddle's armor does actually have the exact same abilities, but just to warn you, it's guarded by a Mad Knight, and those things are very dangerous. Sometimes spells won't work on them. Sweep spell almost always never works, unless of course you're on the NES version. Yeah, probably the most dangerous thing a Wolf Lord can do is use stop spell on you. Of course, other than that, they aren't too dangerous. Most of the time, their stop spells won't even work. As I said, if you go further south, you may even run into wyverns, which can deal a considerable amount of damage. I'm hoping to get at least one more level before I end this episode. Like the last one, I'm gonna end it at 45 minutes. I probably will get 2 by then, but never can tell. Yep, Goldman. Yeah, it was real. I thought those things were overdue for a comeback. Same strategy, always heal when you get around 20. Alright, so more herbs and more grinding. More in and more grinding. As I said in the last episode, the vast majority of this is probably just going to be grinding, for the most part. I'm hoping to get better equipment by the end of this episode, though. Okay, level 11. Well, that 5 strength boost is gonna help. To say nothing of more HP, that's always a good thing. Of course, I would still highly suggest using Fireball against these metal scorpions. But you may run into quite a few of them. $4,700. Okay, so about 3,000 more. Yeah, hopefully you'll be doing 19s and 20s for Fireball. Okay, still 15 MP. Not doing too bad. Okay, 11, yep. Okay, I was just curious. Okay, so about 10 damage. At this particular time. Not bad. Now then, let's see here. Almost 2,000 more. Yeah, this shouldn't really take too long, depending on what I run into. Anyway. Yeah, up here you should probably just be able to pound them. For the most part. Especially with critical hits, since you can deal 30 and over. Of course, Metal Scorpion you'll still have to use Fireball again. But everything else you should be able to pound. Maybe even more. Yeah, I'll just stick with using Fireball for them. Anyway, back to training. Yeah, if you're 50 HP or over, you probably shouldn't really need to bother about healing. I know I'm healing at around 30, but 20 is very much the minimum I'd suggest. Again, try to conserve MP if you can. Well, that's 2 unawared ones in a row. Okay, so about 1,100 more. Remember that you can also sell the armor you have equipped on this version On the NES version, don't bother trying to do that because, well, you see, the NES version has some sort of weird thing where you actually automatically equip whatever equipment you're, well, whatever sword, shield, and armor you happen to have last. That being said, yeah, you gotta make sure you select them at the right time. Make sure you grab whatever you want last, because seriously, you won't really be able to change much on the NES version. Yeah, I did stick with Fireball. Yep, I'm gonna say about 11, well actually, let's see here, I think you can get that in the cave. That being said, if you want to buy the Iron Shield, you'll need an extra 800 gold. Which it has a higher defense rate by, I think it was 5 in this version than the Leather Shield, which is actually pretty helpful. And it's going to be the best shield you get until the point you can actually buy the Silver Shield, which I would highly recommend getting. There is no auto shield in this game. None that I've ever seen, anyway. Also, on the NES version, the hero's name is Edric. And he doesn't actually have a special shield either, which is pretty strange since the third one's supposed to come before the first one, and you get the hero's shield in the third one, so I don't know why they didn't implement that in the first one, but whatever. I guess they didn't think of it at that time. Okay, so about 700 more. I could probably buy it already by selling my iron armor, but oh well. I'll probably just wait until the next gold man comes along and then get the best armor I can so far. This is actually the first town you're probably going to run into before you actually can get the magic armor. Now then, if you're planning going for Watto's armor right off the bat, I would highly suggest buying the steel armor. But it's probably going to take me a while to get to the level to deal with that thing guarding Watto's armor, so I'm probably just going to have to get the best equipment and then go over there and get Watto's armor later in the series. As I said, wolf orbs aren't really much of a problem if they don't get stop spell on you. 7 strength, okay. Now that's a lot better. Okay, well, I think I'm going to go ahead and buy the magic armor. Alright, so I'll sell the iron armor for 500 apparently, and buy the magic armor. As I said, it has the exact same stats as the steel armor, but it has the passive ability of actually healing you every 2 steps, which is very useful for grinding. Anyway, one more thing I want to bring up in this episode. Make sure you have several keys, and first off, the treasure room. Just take whatever it is you can grab. Leave. Yeah, those treasure chests won't reappear, but let me tell you that in the NES version there is a glitch in the NES version there is a glitch in the treasury that if you do grab them in a certain order, you can grab one more than once. Anyway, I just take this seed out of here. Talk to this guy. And he tells you about the chest. You open the chest, get the sunstone. After apparently using something. Get the sunstone and talk to the guy and you'll be able to leave. After he goes to rest. Okay. Well, that about does it for this video of Dragon Warrior 1. I'm hoping to do the cave in the next one. That being said, I think I'm just going to leave it on the EX thing, and I'm going to end this episode right here. That being said, I hope everybody has a good day.